I was born in Middletown, Connecticut, to John and Jean Moore, and I have 3 brothers, so I had a nice family growing up. I was the only girl, so I was reminded to be ladylike, but on the other hand, I was in the yard playing with my brothers all the time and just had a wonderful time. The values that my folks instilled in all of their children probably have their foundation in honesty, that we should be really true to ourselves and honest people. That was probably number 1. And I think just being, treating everybody as an equal. I remember my dad calling everyone sir, which was not common in Connecticut. But even the fellow who bagged our groceries, he would say, "Thank you, sir." And, I felt like that was something that I remember, so I know that it had a great impact on me. A Girl Scout experience. Well, probably my favorite one was going to New York City for the World's Fair when I was a Girl Scout. That was my first time going to New York on a bus with other girls, can you imagine? And my father made me put money in my shoe because I was going to the big city. I didn't exactly think that I'd be on a university campus, but then I didn't know I would marry a professor, and your life moves on. What's really interesting to me is that probably my favorite job in public health was worksite wellness programs, helping people quit smoking, lose weight, exercise, and eat right, and, eat a healthful diet. And I feel like now as First Lady, I'm revisiting that job because I have virtually a whole city that I live amongst, in total across the state, 47,000 people whose lives I can touch in this role. And I love being out there speaking about prevention and trying to help people stay as healthy and vibrant as they can.
She is constantly teaching. She is always teaching us about how we should be healthy and how we should eat and how we should conduct ourselves. And she does it in a manner that we don't even realize she's trying to teach us.
Really, it's nice to have friends and mentorship relationships throughout our life. But one that I think is so important and one that really shaped me were school teachers. And I feel blessed that throughout my school days, I had those mentors. And I had a very special one freshman year of high school, Sister Patricia Cook, who I went to an all-girls Catholic high school in Middletown called Mercy High School. And she was my religion teacher. And she was just wonderful, and she made me feel like I could be anything I wanted to be. So I owe her a great debt of gratitude. My biggest challenge in my adult life is probably the one that most women share, and that is balancing my own interests and my motivation for my career alongside that of my husband's and the needs of my children. Developing leadership skills, a lot of it is through role modeling. So I think if young girls can put themselves in positions to be in great organizations like the Girl Scouts, where they do have great leaders, I feel like they will absorb the qualities of leadership from their Girl Scout leaders.
Well, Patricia Pastides has in her characteristics the exact same characteristics that we teach in Girl Scouts. Loyalty, commitment, always being honest and sincere, doing the very best that you can do, but always championing women. And she does that so uniquely and so remarkably. And so she stands as a role model, not only to those of us who are already up and in the professional world, but as young women who are aspiring to be the best that they can be. I can think of nobody who stands as a better role model than Patricia Pastides.
She is the most gracious individual that I've met at the University of South Carolina. She makes us all feel very much at home, very comfortable. Everyone is at ease with her.
If I had to come up with 2 words with the byline, I think that best describe Patricia Pastides, they would be simply beautiful inside and out.